Today on eNEWS, how Lethbridge College students are gearing up for the end of semester crunch, how some gamers are seeing things differently here in Lethbridge, and a different perspective on Remembrance Day.
Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Cole Parkinson.
And I'm Steve Cito, and here's today's top story. Crunch time is quickly approaching for Lethbridge College students. As finals and major assignments approach, students can become easily affected by the pressures of mounting stress. Nick Nielsen has more.
It's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's hard to describe it to people because unless you have it, you're never going to know what it's like.
For many students across Canada, the levels of stress and anxiety they feel over the course of their post-secondary career can skyrocket compared to what they're used to. The workload in post-secondary heavily outweighs what they may be used to from their high school careers. A 2013 study done by the Canadian Organization of University and College Health shows that 90% of students feel overwhelmed by the amount of work they have to do within their first year. Kelty Oftedel, a student who deals with stress and anxiety, says it can be tough sometimes to keep up to date with assignments when dealing with the pressures of stress.
For someone like me who likes to be in control of everything, that just takes it to a whole new level of worse because you can't control the things in your life and you can't control the way that people are going to react to you.
Lethbridge College's Student Association puts together many events throughout the school year in hopes to not only build school spirit, but also to bring down the levels of stress among students. Storm Liversuch, a member of the LCSA, says that many students come to the LCSA looking for help and advice and encourages students to do so.
Lots of them can be mature students that are having a hard time transitioning, going back to classes, dealing with the new technologies and how education is provided.
Liversuch goes on to say that it's an important part of their job as the Student Association to relate to stressed out students.
The SA is a really good frontline thing. Without necessarily having staff that is committed to counseling or nursing or things like that, we know where you can find those resources.
For many students, the effects of stress can make it hard for them to continue on with their academic careers and make it hard for them to get their assignments in. The important thing for you to remember is that if you're feeling stressed, a simple talk with your counselors, the LCSA, your instructors, or even your fellow students could be what keeps you in the right set of mind to keep all of your assignments intact. For eNEWS, I'm Nick Nielsen.
If someone you know is feeling stressed, you can visit the LCSA or Lethbridge College's Health Services to access help.
What greater gift can one person give another than the great of life? Yeah, that's exactly what every blood donation delivers. Blood and blood products are a great part of every day in the healthcare world. Kayla Sarabun went down to Lethbridge College Centre Core to find out just how the college's annual blood drive is going this year.
Blood drive is going great. We're booking people consistently, filled up both of our spots.
The blood drive has started here at Lethbridge College. The Lethbridge College Students Association is participating by encouraging students to sign up and donate. LCSA Events and Communications Coordinator Tanner Marcer believes that giving blood is important to the community.
Good awareness piece for the community, interact with a lot of community members, obviously mainly Canadian Blood Services. And before we've done competitions with the U of L, so it's just a great piece for the community.
You can donate blood if you are over 17, have not gotten a piercing in the past 6 months, haven't been to restricted areas outside of Canada or the USA in the past year, or visited the dentist in the previous 24 hours. To find out if you're eligible, visit blood.ca. The blood drive meets expectations every year, including last,
Which was to get 800 donations. So I can't remember the exact amount, but I believe it was around 800.
Canadian Blood Services provides a safe, secure, cost-effective, affordable, and accessible supply of quality blood, blood products, and their alternatives. Canada is currently self-sufficient in blood. However, you might be surprised that donors are in the minority.
I don't know, I've never really been given the opportunity. I've got my blood tested, that's it. I'd like to, yeah.
The blood drive here at the college is going on until November 30th. You can get your blood type checked out here in Centre Core on November 24th. At least 650 more donors are wanted. For eNEWS, I'm Kayla Sarabun.
You can donate at other times in the year at blood clinics here in Lethbridge. Canadian Blood Services is located in the Lethbridge Centre Mall. Coming up after the break, we take a look at the different side of Remembrance Day. and why the city and county of Lethbridge are studying the travel experience provided by the local airport.
Okay, when I get this reading done, I need to study for math, then time for work.
Have a lot on your mind lately? 1 in 100 people are affected by schizophrenia. They know. Give up.
Listen to me.
Give up. You're an idiot.
Hey.
They know.
Listen to me.
You will fail.
Hey.
You will fail.
Listen to me.
You're an idiot. You are going to fail. There is help, and there is hope.
Youth mental health disorders are second highest in next place.
Parents and youth are reported being bullied right now. Discrimination of LGBTQ youth is 3 times higher than heterosexual youth.
Youth are like statistics.
It's time to break stereotypes and create opportunities for youth in safe environments and change the way we see them. The new generation, our generation.
Crime Stoppers and Lethbridge Regional Police need your help in solving a robbery. At 11:40 p.m. on September 13th, 2015, an unknown male entered the Lady Luck Lounge on 5th Street South and robbed staff at Knife Point. After taking the money from the cash register, the man left and went south. If you have any information on this or any crime, please contact Crime Stoppers by any of these methods. Standard message and data rates may apply. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Remember, you will not have to attend court or testify, and you will remain anonymous. We want your information, not your name.
Welcome back. It's a time to remember those that served in war, especially 2 world wars. Remembrance Day is this weekend, and many communities are planning to honor those who have served and paid the ultimate price in the defense of freedom. Some served in battles overseas, others served in other ways here at home. Darashay Gregson is standing by with more on this story. Darashay?
Remembrance Day is a day we take to remember the sacrifices that were made by many. For example, not in World War II alone, there were 56 million deaths of men and women. Not all soldiers served overseas, but many served tasks here at home. When we think of the war, we usually think of the people who served overseas. But what about the people who served in prisoner of war camps here in Lethbridge?
The impact in each community was slightly different. Here in Lethbridge, the actual camp was larger in population-wise than the actual community. They also were better fed.
Lethbridge prisoner of war camp had a higher population than the community of the time.
Of course, did not want to go back to Germany, but that's part of the agreement upon we signed. And many, after going back to Germany, returned back to here, to Canada, to immigrate and start new lives and help build Canada.
Many of the prisoners of war had been treated so well while they were in the POW camps that they actually returned. Lethbridge is not the only place that had a prisoner of war camp. Wainwright did as well. I was fortunate enough to speak with a man named Bill Leggett, who served as a prison guard for Germans there.
Well, they had towers around the compound, and 3 people went up there for 24 hours. And you took turns, like up into there was actually 2 stories. The top was when you were on guard, and there was a bunk, but we weren't even supposed to unlace our shoes. We were ready to go at any time.
After the war, Bill Liggett went back home to the farm, but found it was not for him. He then worked on the railroad, but sadly, Bill Liggett has passed away this past Sunday. There will be 2 ceremonies here in Lethbridge tomorrow. One will be at the exhibition grounds at 11, and the other will be at noon at the Cenotaph, where the C-17 plane will be flying overhead.
So Darashay, what was your time with a Canadian veteran like?
Well, actually, Cole, it was really exciting to see someone who didn't serve overseas but still served in war. It was exciting to see a different perspective on the war in Canada, and I was very grateful for this opportunity to speak to someone who had such great life experiences.
Thanks, Darche.
Flights aren't getting off the ground as much as they used to here in Lethbridge. The county and city are now asking for feedback to find out what improvements need to be made that would encourage more of you to make use of the local airport. I took off to see what was in the works to bring back traffic. Southern Albertans are getting airborne a lot less these days. Staff say the County of Lethbridge Airport is facing competition in pricing and flexibility from neighboring airports. The county and city are conducting a survey of the public as one method of receiving feedback. Lethbridge County says both bodies need to focus on how to keep money in customers' pockets.
So what we're hoping to do at the end of this is to prove that if you do choose to fly out of Lethbridge, we're going to build a calculator to show exactly how much the difference will be.
Talks have already begun, and once they get more information from the survey, they'll be able to use it in making improvements on the airport. Once that is done, they'll be able to get more passengers on airplanes like this. Over the years, travelers say they've noticed the changes at the airport. They're ready to see their flying experiences improve.
It is convenient to have an airport here, and we absolutely need one. But over the last 5 to 8 years, they've decreased the number of flights, so it's harder to get out.
Scheduling of flights has also been an issue not only for passengers, but travel agents in Lethbridge as well.
They'd have to make it much more attractive for pricing, for scheduling. Like when you look at trying to get home from Calgary, there's a flight at 6:10 in the evening. Well, the next one's not till 11:30 p.m. Once the information is collected from the survey, the county and city will have a clear picture on how to help the local airport reach new heights. To complete the survey, you can log on to lethbridge.ca/airport survey. The city and county will then work together and focus on what improvements need to be made in order to enhance traveler experience. Coming up after the break, how Lethbridge musicians are getting amped for the future, and how gamers are getting excited about stepping into new worlds right here in Lethbridge.
Hey man, how's classes been?
Pretty rough, man. I've been feeling really depressed lately.
Oh. Well, I gotta run though, so I'll see you later.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, nice man.
If you or someone you know is suffering from mental health issues, call 403-329-4775 for help.
Is your life lonely? Do you need a friend? Adopt a dog today. Your life will never be lonely again. Your life will be filled with fun adventures with your loyal companion. For more information about adopting, go to windycityrescue.com.
Winter is coming, and the Last Chance Cat Ranch is trying to make sure all the kittens and cats are warm this year. But they only have a limited amount of space, so some cats might be left in the cold. But you can help. You can visit the Facebook page of the Last Chance Cat Ranch and learn more information about adopting. And if you feel confident enough to raise a friend, message them to start the process of adoption. With your support, we can make sure every cat and kitten is warm and safe this winter.
Welcome back. The Lethbridge music scene recently lost a venue, but not for long. The Slice closed its doors in August, but has since reopened under new management, and Lethbridge musicians are excited. I got to find out firsthand what they think of the new establishment. When the Slice announced their closure in August, many musicians and music fans were in disbelief. Andrew Goche, a local drummer, is excited that there is now another venue for bands to play at.
There's also a whole bunch of different places you could play, including the Slice opening back up. That's going to be really nice for for new artists trying to get their name out there.
The Slice was only closed down for a few months before being reopened on October 5th. This has bands and musicians excited to see what the Slice can do this time around. Mac Dahl has been in multiple bands around Lethbridge, and he has been involved in the music scene for around 10 years. Dahl likes the creativity involved in Lethbridge music, and he hopes that venues like the Slice can help the scene develop.
Grow. Keep growing, keep expanding, keep new people coming in, showing different, awesome, creative things, and yeah, just expanding.
With the Slice back in the fold, it gives music fans a better opportunity to see live music in Lethbridge. People around the community had expressed their shock over the sudden closure of the Slice, but it wasn't closed for very long. Jesse Smith, who had been visiting the Slice for 10 years, stepped up and bought the building from the previous owners.
It's always been my favorite bar. Always loved coming here. It's a great crowd, but it's just too big of a loss to really let it go. So.
Having another place to see the live music gives owners more chances to put bands on stages. It also gives people more musical choices. Smith launched a GoFundMe page to help with the cost, and the community raised over $2,000. The Slice has live music every weekend. To see a list of upcoming bands, check out its Facebook page.
A new gaming business is set to open its doors in Lethbridge. It'll offer the latest in 3D and virtual reality technology. V-Arcade is a virtual reality arcade. Todd Eaglechild explains.
The future of gaming has arrived in Lethbridge. The V-Arcade will provide a virtual reality arcade, a new immersive experience that takes gaming to a whole new level. The new location is still under construction, but the owners hope to have their website and a soft opening running by November 12th.
When you step into VR and you look at your hands for the first time, and you close your fingers like this, it's actually a fresh and a raw feeling. You feel as though you're being born. It's a really cool feeling.
Virtual reality gaming involves three things: a PC to run the games, head-mounted displays that offer 120 degrees of field view, and handheld tracking controllers. Virtual reality games will provide gamers with a new level of immersion like nothing they've ever experienced before.
And every time I try a new game, every time I try a new level, it's like going somewhere I've never been before. It's fantastic. So I would say that the number one thing is immersion. It's nothing like anything I've ever tried.
We tested Space Pirate Trainer, and as soon as we put on the headset, we were immediately transported into a new world. You'll be virtually standing in a futuristic base, battling droids, flying drones, and you'll be equipped with weapons like a sword that functions as a boomerang lightsaber. You'll use a laser to point and click to transport yourself around the battlefield. No longer were we in an 8x10 curtained room, rather on an actual space station. For those who aren't into fighting killer droids, there was the Tilt Brush, a 3D builder that's on the lighter side, but just as much fun. The games are so new and intriguing that you are totally taken away and brought into a new realm of reality. The possibilities are endless.
My experience was awesome. Being a girl and being kind of skittish of playing games like first-person shooter games, being able to play games like Tilt Brush gives me an opportunity to be creative and to actually enjoy VR.
As the future of gaming evolves, it was only sooner or later that platforms like virtual gaming arrived to take you away.
Incredible, isn't it?
As virtual reality platforms revolutionize the gaming industry, you can experience this for yourself as the V-Arcade will have its soft opening November 12th. Also, it'll have its official grand opening November 21st. I'm Todd Eaglechild, eNEWS.
Virtual arcades can be found in places like Ontario, Asia, Europe, and now Lethbridge. So Cole, have you had a chance to experience and test out virtual reality?
No, not yet, but with the new building coming in Lethbridge now, I'm definitely going to go check it out.
Yeah, they actually had it down in the cave earlier this afternoon, and I really wanted to test it out, but the lineup was quite long.
Yeah, I went down there too. It was quite long, and then we had to do some other stuff here at the college, so I mean,
Yeah.
didn't really have enough time, but
Exactly.
eventually.
From what I saw, a lot of people were enjoying themselves testing it out.
Yeah, lots of fun.
That's all the time we have. We'll see you next time.